You're live.
Okay. I know how to find it on your thing here. I don't know how to find it on your thing.
You should have a notification. Oh, seriously.
Oh, there it is right there. Okay.
I'm not live, but she has my phone.
A little bit of a lag, but that's okay. Dave's here.
Dave's here.
Dave's here.
Introduce the dogs.
Well,
Introduce the dogs.
hi guys. Does everybody know Bailey Pops? She's gonna hang out with me for my first live stream. Give me something to hold on to. And then there's old dog. Just stay there. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, hi, baby girl. Stay there with me.
Time is up.
Just keep looking at you. It's time.
It is time.
It is time. Dave's here. Kevin's here, but he's not here. And it's time. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you came. Let's get to it. Hi, Nora Cakes. Does everybody know Nora Cakes? What are you doing? So I'm going to be on YouTube. No, Facebook. Facebook TV. All right, thanks. Thanks for your support. I appreciate it. Let's see if my mother shows up.
What about the audio, Dave? Can you hear her talking?
Okay, get down, please. Get down, please. Thanks. I don't know what to do with my hands.
You can always kind of recap if you get into it. Dave's very listening to both.
Probably is. Oh, good. Okay. All right. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. All right. Still trying to see if my mother shows up. She swore she wouldn't comment or anything, but she said she was going to come. Hi, Nora. You're just going to be in the video. Okay, fine. That's fine. We're here tonight because I had this great idea to get together on Facebook Live in a private group. So that it is a quiet, safe, sanitary place to talk without all of the intrusions of the Facebook world. Alright, you're just going to be in it? Alright, okay. Dogs. Christmas is coming. My mother said yesterday Christmas is going to come fast this year. And Christmas is a hard time of year for a lot of people. There are stressors that people have. What does that mean?
You got 3 people.
Oh, good.
Mary Metzler.
Mary Metzler in the house. All right, Mary. Hi. Thanks for coming. Right on. Okay, would you please get down? Thanks so much. Okay. So, hey, Cocoa Puff, you're coming too? Come on. Come on, all dogs on board. Come on. Come on. There you go. Does everybody know Cocoa Puff? This is Cocoa Puff. My sweet girl. Oh, hi, Cocoa Puff. Pitbull kisses. All right. So, I have planned to do a series of a few live streams here in this private Facebook group entitled Stop the Spinning Overwhelm Christmas Edition with a few topics to help people deal with some of the stressors of the Christmas season. Life is already full, and celebration of this import shouldn't add stressors. It should be fun. Tonight's topic is traditions. So I don't see Mom yet. Hey, Mary. She may be having some technical difficulty. She should have gotten a notification. I told her, she texted me right before and said, "How do I know how to get in?" And I said, this is my first time too, so let's see how that goes. I hope you make it, Mom. I don't know if I don't think I had to approve anybody to join the group. I think everybody just got in, I think. Well, we'll find out. Hopefully, when we're done here tonight, I can set this for replay. If anybody misses it, they can go back and watch the replay and comment and share and join in. Again, tonight's topic is traditions. With traditions, my gift is kind of a reconnection to self, connecting back to yourself. When we think about traditions, historically, they go back years and years and years and years and years. A little bit of synchronicity. I was at the grocery store today, and I found this magazine there. It is a Centennial Living, and I don't normally buy things like this, but it said Christmas traditions on the cover. And I thought that was really interesting, so I picked it up. And it has some history of some traditions, and it's a really good read. They do traditions A to Z, which I'll probably go over here in a few minutes. But oh, yep, I got Amanda's Facebook is awaiting approval to join this group. Oh, sadness. That's too bad. Okay. Well, I'll invite her in later, Dave, and she can come to the next one. Okay. So anyway,
Yeah, because
my phone is busy right now.
yeah,
I've never done this before. If you haven't figured that out by now, so excuse me. Traditions. I was talking to my mother the other day about doing this, and what are traditions, and what are her traditions, and she said, "I don't think I have any." I said, "Oh, come on, Mom. You know, we've had traditions my whole life. You know, when I was a kid, I remember building up to Christmas. There were decorations and a lot of baking, and we'd make a specific trip out every year to go look at Christmas lights. And to this day, I love Christmas lights. Christmas Eve was a tradition. We'd have the tree up, and every Christmas Eve we got new pajamas. It was a tradition. Every Christmas morning, if we had been good, Santa had come, and we would open gifts, and then we would go to Grandma's house, and then we would go to the other Grandma's house. That was our tradition. We had a lot of Christmas traditions that Mom didn't think about. To this day, I carry on with that love of Christmas lights. I don't go out so much to look at Christmas lights because, baby, it's cold outside, and I don't want to. Traditions. I would like to share with you some of the traditions that I do carry on with to this day. As a kid, and that's what I think about the most as far as traditions when I was very young. Christmas specials, the Charlie Brown Christmas special, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was always an event for me as a child growing up. Christmas music is apparently quite a big tradition, and in a way that I'd never thought about before. It is one of those things that brings back a lot of memories. My grandmother was Greek. I'm her namesake, Grandma Billy. And she always baked Christmas goodies that were specifically Greek. And I carry that on to this day. Most years you'll find me baking Greek cookies. I also do fudge because my mother and I both like chocolate a lot. so fudge is a staple at Christmas. Carry on with those things quite a bit. Over the years in my life, my traditions have changed based on my circumstance, situation. When I was raising a child, Christmas was different. Now he's grown. I don't have any kids at home. And it doesn't have to involve child-centered activities, but when I did have a child at home, it did. We continued that tradition with Cody in the house of going out to look at Christmas lights and new PJs for Christmas Eve, and I added something to that tradition when he was young. I'd give him like a new Christmas movie or something to watch on Christmas Eve. And continued the baking, and to this day his favorite Christmas cookie is the one with the sesame seeds. And he continues that tradition on. He doesn't do the baking, but he surely does the eating. When he was young, there were quite a few gifts. It was a struggle when I was in that period of my life to find a good balance at Christmas time between the shopping and the decorating and the baking and regular life and the budget and everything else. That was probably one of the hardest things I've ever dealt with. And I would just encourage you now to make sure that you do have some balance. I would encourage anybody who is watching or watches the replay to share in as much detail as they would like what your family Christmas traditions have been over the years, when you were a child, when you had children, and what they are now. There is, like I said in this, Christmas traditions A to Z, some things I had not thought about. Hi, thanks for the kisses. Oh, you're such a good girl. Thank you. Pitbull kisses. Let me find it here. Thanks. Just real quick. There are traditions and things that maybe we don't even think about as traditions. Angels, bells, candy canes, drummer boy, Ebenezer Scrooge or eggnog, fruitcake, gingerbread man, holly, It's a Wonderful Life, Jesus, Kris Kringle, lights, mistletoe, North Pole, ornaments, popcorn string, the Queen's Christmas Message, Rockefeller Center Tree, Sugar Plum Fairy, 12 Days of Christmas, Up on the Roof, a very insert TV show family Christmas here. So a very, what did we have? We had a very Flintstone Christmas. We had a very, probably I Love Lucy Christmas. I used to watch Days of Our Lives, and it seems like their Christmas day lasted like all week, and it would always make me cry. White Christmas is W, Wreath, Xmas, Yule Log, and Zwarte Pie. Some different Christmas traditions there. Every year, hundreds of millions of people celebrate Christmas. People from different cultures, people from with different values, and of course people with differing opinions. When I talk about values, I mean the things that are really, 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 really important to you. Your values, Your values are standards of behaviors and ways of doing things that you think are correct in the way that you live and work. When your actions and decisions are aligned with your values, then you show others that you have integrity, you become a good role model, and you experience peace of mind. Living outside of congruence with your values can feel unhappy and bad about yourself. Different people have different values, and this often determines the things that they do in life. Do you know what your values are? What do values have to do with Christmas, Billy Joe? If you are going to have the right Christmas for you and yours, step one in our series is to determine your values. And there are different ways of doing that. You can think about times that you were happy. You know, what were you doing? What made you happy? What made you proud of yourself? What accomplishments have you done in your life that you were really fulfilled and satisfied? And list your values that led to these outcomes. And then prioritize that list. Which are the most important? Come up with 4 or 5 things that are most important to you. Give yourself some time to really think about this. Doing this, you're taking an important step towards living a happier, more authentic, and less stressed life. Personal values and Christmas celebration should go hand in hand. When you honor your values with your celebration, you're going to have a less stressful holiday experience. You're going to craft a holiday experience for you and your family and those around you that is more enjoyable, more relaxed when it's based on your personal values. Personal values are reflections of our needs, our desires, and what we care about most in life. Values are great cohesive forces for our identities and can be thought of as decision-making guidelines that help us connect to our true selves. Defining your values will help you figure out what to pursue and what to avoid. So living in general based on your values will create more peace of mind and a more authentic life. Hey, Mom made it.
She stepped out.
Huh? Okay.
She did, but
So what values do you honor when you celebrate Christmas? Let's see here. Dave, okay. So they have some very deep-rooted Christmas traditions. Family orientation is definitely a value. And how you honor those values in Christmas celebration will help you have the experience that you desire. Your personal values are a central part of who you are and who you want to be. And by becoming more aware of these, you can use them as a guide to make the best choice in any situation. Some of life's decisions really are about determining what you value most. Use your values to point you in the right direction. Focus on holiday values before you plan the season's activities. That will allow you to set a path to true holiday happiness and avoid the trappings that culture and commercialism throw in. Think about what went well last year. What innovations could you make so that you will be more organized, calmer, and more centered? What stresses did you face? Were there too many activities? Did your life fall apart with the season's faster pace? Were you spiritually invigorated by the celebration? What activities did you take part in? What influences do you allow to enter your home? Are you giving in to gift buying decisions based on competitiveness or insecurity or the need to feed the needy child within you? Was the celebration over-focused on gifts and getting? Did the hectic pace of the season take precedence over family closeness and family values? What would you have done differently? What's the right Christmas for you and yours? If you would, share your Christmas traditions with as much detail as you'd like. And then share if there are any ways that you could better honor your values while you're celebrating Christmas. You put your energy and your time and your money where the meaning is for you. And that will create the Christmas that you desire. This year, I am spending time baking. Bought a few gifts. I'd like to see my son, but holiday travel can be difficult. I have decided to spend some time doing live streams, and I hope that you will come back and visit again and take part tomorrow night at 8 p.m. my time, which is Mountain Time. I would like to invite you to join me to discuss the life wheel of Christmas. In the meantime, what's that?
You can add your comments
Oh,
to the video.
comments off screen.
Once it's a Facebook video on the group, they can add the questions
Oh,
that you
gotcha.
have
Okay, I
asked.
see what he's saying. All right. Even after the live stream is over, if you have comments you want to share your traditions, please do so. It's in a private group, so not everybody can see it. Again, join me tomorrow night, and we will talk about some of those traditions and honoring your values. And again, go over the Christmas life wheel, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Thank you for coming. I appreciate your time. I'm glad you joined me. Have a great night.